Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am so thrilled. It is World Carnivore Month, which is in January, but never fear, whenever you're watching this video, with a 30-day intro to carnivore that I'm going to talk about will apply really whenever you're watching it. But World Carnivore Month is a time where a lot of people challenge themselves to try carnivore for the first time, or those of us that are carnivore usually cut something that's been a guilty pleasure of ours out and kind of helps us step up our game. That was the first time that I really cut cheese out, was World Carnivore Month last year. So what is World Carnivore Month and how do I start the carnivore diet are things that I'm going to talk about in this video. Before that, I do want to give you two quick updates. Chris and I were excited to record a podcast recently with Mark Bell and his crew on the Mark Bell Power Podcast. And I will link all that stuff below. But that we talked about our full journey, our full 250-pound weight loss journey, how we feed our kids, what daily life is like, grocery budget, and we kind of got into a little bit of everything that we have talked about in some videos here, but it's a good, discussion with those guys, which was great. And then the second update I wanted to give you was on my mom. She's doing well. She's recovering from surgery. I know we were supposed to film an update at Christmas, and really things just got so hectic. We were enjoying our time with the kids and never actually sat down and filmed one. I will do a Skype follow-up interview with her, so leave some questions down below if you have them. She did stay carnivore. She still is recovering, going to physical therapy, maybe a little dark chocolate every now and again, but other than that, she has been staying carnivore, and we've really been encouraging her to pay attention to her protein, because really at her age and then recovering from a rotator cuff surgery, it is important for her to make sure she's getting enough protein. So those are things that I will address with her. But why are you here? You're here to talk about World Carnivore Month. So what is it? And then how do I get started on the carnivore diet? World Carnivore Month was started by Shawn Baker. This is our third year, my second year, but the third year of doing World Carnivore Month. And a lot of it is just to bring awareness to eating meat and the fact that it's important to eat meat, and whether you are having a strict meat-only diet like me and our family, or you are incorporating some other foods that you tolerate well, we do all believe that everybody needs to be eating meat, and that is how humans are get a lot of nutrients. And so, it's really healthy for you to be doing that, and we want to make sure that there's awareness for that. The science is, and things are not things that I talk about on this channel, and you guys know that. So go find Shawn Baker and some of the other people that I've mentioned on other videos, and they'll be the ones to help educate you on the nutrition and science. Dr. Barry are all great people to talk to. But that's what World Carnivore Month is. It's 30 days, and I used it last year as a way. I did last year beef salt water for January, and kind of lost those last 20 pounds that I was holding on to. It was a nice way for me to really reset. I think that a lot of us use the carnivore diet as this ultimate elimination diet, we call it. And however you can get down to beef, salt, water, and then as you add things back in, you'll see what you tolerate well. And there are people who live their life with just beef, salt, and water. I don't have to do that. There are things that I don't tolerate well, which is vegetables and things like that, but I am able to eat a variety of meats. I'm able to eat eggs. I enjoy eating some spices. When you are eating spices, it's important to watch out for sugars and spices, and then things like MSGs and other things that might affect you. But really, carnivore, giving yourself a full 30 days to try carnivore is the best way to go. And so World Carnivore Month, February, March 12th through April 12th is a great 30 days to try. So whatever 30 days you do. One of the things that I'm going to do for World Carnivore Month is record every single thing that I eat for the month of January. And so then at the end of January, I would be able to put up a video that shows you what I ate in a month. And it's going to be a quick 5-10 second clip, a picture maybe even, of what I ate that day. And so you will be able to kind of, in a few minutes, see what a typical month looks like for me. And obviously Chris will be having some meals with me and traveling this month, so I'll be eating at restaurants. I go to work, so you will see meals when I have to take leftovers to work. If I'm fasting, I'll kind of just pop in and mention that, and then I will be using our grill and smoker and all that good stuff when we're home. So stick around. we'll see how this turns out by the end of the month. When you're looking to start a carnivore diet, one of the questions that you have is, how do I start? And in a lot of diets, there are very specific guidelines that you should follow. You have to track points or macros or ingredients or buy these products. The hard part for my suggestions about carnivore is that I don't have suggestions for you for a lot of those things. And it's so much more simple than you might think. And a lot of times I think people overthink it. I do have a full video on what you should eat on carnivore that I get into, and I'm going to briefly mention a couple of those things here, but for a bigger look at it, you could go back and check that video, and I'll link it below. But my suggestion for anybody who's wanting to start a carnivore diet is you really have to give it 30 days. You can't tell in a couple days or a week or even 2 weeks how your body is going to react to eating only meat. There is the detox of carbs and sugar, and you're gonna feel terrible getting off of all that junk. And even coming off of vegetables, say you're coming from a keto diet and getting rid of all those vegetables, your digestive system is gonna have a little bit of an adaptation period. How long that lasts depends on what kind of diet you're coming from, and how much damage there's been to your digestive system before this, and what you're eating and going into. So give it a full 30 days to see how you feel. I think in the beginning, most people can eat any meat that they like. I shop at the grocery store. I eat a variety of meats. I prefer mostly beef, but I think that any meat that you like, and eggs is a great way to start. And one of the important things is no snacking. So 3 meals a day, meat and eggs. And then I think eventually, most people find that fairly quickly they are not hungry for 3 meals a day, and they find that 2 meals a day is plenty. I don't think you ever have to force yourself to go to 1 meal a day like I do. That's just where I feel comfortable. I think a lot of people thrive and do really well on 2, even 3 meals a day, as long as they're not constantly grazing and snacking all throughout the day. I don't drink coffee, but I know a lot of people do like coffee, and especially black coffee is fine really anytime that you want it. If you are putting cream in your coffee, it's technically, the cream part is carnivore, but it would, I would think of it as a meal. So if you're having breakfast and you have cream with your coffee, that's great. But if you're eating it outside of a eating window, it is going to, I would count that as a third meal. I am excited to just kind of track my food for you. I'm not going to have macros. I'm just really going to give you like a rough picture of here's what I ate and the results that I'm having over the month. Currently, I'm carrying a lot of inflammation from Thanksgiving until Christmas. I ate like all of the cheese. All of it. And I'm totally fine with that. It's a choice that I made to help me push through. I made it through without sweets, without keto treats, without any of that stuff. And if I needed to eat like pounds of cheese to be able to do that, I'm perfectly fine with it. I am ready to shed some of this inflammation that I've been carrying because of all that cheese. And so as we track every day in January, maybe you'll watch like all the inflammation come down off of my face. So make sure you subscribe if you want to keep an eye out for all of that. Welcome to World Carnivore Month. I gotta go. Have a good day.